we all know the roller coaster that PMS can take us on. Going up and down and up and down. And most of the time, it's not a fun one. And so here are my top 3 superfoods and supplements to help reduce the symptoms of PMS: anxiety, mood changes, fluid retention, migraines, and breast tenderness. What's up, super foodies? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Tessa. I have a doctorate in pharmacy. I'm also a certified personal trainer and a certified nutrition coach. So I love talking about women's health conditions, especially those regarding our menstrual cycle. Most of the time, when our time of the month comes around, it sucks. I've dedicated whole videos to specific period conditions, those including really bad cramps, heavy bleeding, and period-associated anxiety. So if you want to check those specific PMS symptom videos out, I'll make sure to link them in the description below. Alright, but overall, let's get into the video. The first nutrient that I want to talk about is calcium. From the research that I've done, there seems to be a link of lack of calcium and the development of PMS symptoms. Taking calcium 1,000 to 1,336 milligrams daily for up to 3 menstrual cycles seems to significantly decrease a depressed mood, water retention, and painful cramps associated with PMS. I don't know about you, but I get super bloated when it becomes that time of the month. I'm talking full water food baby, and I definitely utilize this remedy during that time of the month to help my body just decompress a little bit. Increasing dietary calcium is also associated with relieving those PMS symptoms. Women consuming an average of 1,283 milligrams of calcium per day from food seem to have about a 30% lower risk of developing PMS symptoms to those who are only consuming around 500 milligrams of calcium per day. If you're like me, I prefer the dietary source of calcium instead of supplementing, but obviously sometimes it's really hard to do so, especially if you're on a certain diet or have a certain medical condition. Some high sources of calcium foods include dark leafy green vegetables, turnips, milk alternatives, winged beans, almonds, tofu, or any other calcium fortified foods. Calcium supplementations are pretty much well tolerated, but you can experience some side effects that are mostly like GI in nature, including excess burping, constipation, diarrhea, and an overall upset stomach. If you do decide to supplement or eat something that's really high in calcium, certain medications can interact with dietary and supplemental calcium, so it's really important to separate out calcium 4 hours before or after taking any medications, including antibiotics, certain mental health medications, iron, magnesium, or probiotic supplements. And always make sure you talk to your pharmacist or healthcare provider before supplementing, just to make sure we're staying safe with our supplements. My second remedy is magnesium. Now, if you follow me on Instagram at the Superfood Pharmacist, you know how obsessed I am about magnesium. Not only do I take magnesium for PMS symptoms, but I actually take it every single day due to its positive effects on hormonal balance, muscle relaxation, and heart health. I also took magnesium a lot when I was transitioning off of the pill or birth control. If you want to learn more about, how I got off the pill and all the natural remedies I did to do that, I'll link that video down below in my description as well. Taking magnesium does seem to relieve a lot of symptoms of PMS. There are evidence that a daily supplement of 200 milligrams for magnesium for 3 months can improve symptoms including weight gain, swelling, breast tenderness, abdominal bloating, mood changes, and fluid retention in some patients with PMS symptoms. Taking magnesium orally also seems to prevent premenstrual migraines, and a combination of magnesium 200 milligrams daily plus vitamin B6 50 milligrams daily seems to reduce anxiety-related premenstrual symptoms, including nervous tension, mood swings, irritability, and anxiety when compared to those individuals taking nothing for that. You can find high amounts of magnesium in dark chocolate. We all know how much we love chocolate during that time of the month. Avocados, cashews, pumpkin seeds, tofu, and cooked black beans. Once again, if you're supplementing with magnesium, it's really important that you separate those out from certain medications, some antibiotics, anticoagulant medications, calcium, vitamin D, and some zinc supplements. I would recommend that you avoid magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide is very hard for our body to absorb and then therefore actually utilize the magnesium for things we want it to. I suggest finding a magnesium citrate or magnesium citrate malate, and you'll get a little bit more bang for your buck. Magnesium is generally well tolerated if you take it appropriately, but it can cause some GI issues once again, like nausea, vomiting, upset stomach. The final supplement that I want to talk about is vitamin B6. One of the biggest symptoms I get, other than really bad cramps, is extreme breast tenderness. If you even touch the girls, I will scream out in pain. So there is some evidence that vitamin B6 can help with breast tenderness and pain, as well as anxiety associated PMS symptoms. So it is important to take these results with a grain of salt because of the clinical trials. They weren't designed as well, and so it's a little bit harder to say that these results are definitively true, if that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, put a question in the comments. Foods containing a higher amount of B6 are carrots, spinach, sweet potatoes, green peas, bananas, and chickpeas. Vitamin B6 can interact with medications that are trying to help lower our blood pressure, so if you take those, make sure to definitely talk with your pharmacist or provider before supplementing. Vitamin B6 supplements, just like the other ones, mainly cause nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, loss of appetite sometimes, diarrhea, headache. You can have a decrease in absorption of folic acid as well, so if you're trying to get pregnant, it may be best to avoid like a sole supplement of vitamin B6. Now I know a lot of things make it seem like vitamin B6 is scary and you shouldn't supplement it. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that you should be careful with it and also kind of weigh your risk versus benefit with yourself, your pharmacist, and provider if you want to supplement with it. It's so hard looking at these clinical trials for women's health conditions because there just aren't a lot of trials out there concerning women's health, which is a huge problem because all of these vitamins and minerals and natural remedies could really have a positive impact with things that almost every woman experiences, but there's just a lack of knowledge, a lack of data to say definitively these things work. But me personally, I've tried all three and I really think that they have helped me. But once again, I don't know your health conditions, I don't know the medications you're taking, I don't know the symptoms that you have, so it's really important to talk with your provider, talk with your pharmacist who actually know those things about you to better analyze if you should supplement or not. Once again, always feel free to DM me or put your questions in the comments. All the references, all the studies that I talked about are all linked in the description below, so if you want to do your own research, go ahead. I really highly recommend that you do that. And lastly, if you want to get day-to-day tips, tricks on supplements, natural remedies, and superfoods, make sure to check out my Instagram at the Superfood Pharmacist. Give it a little follow. If this video helped you in any way, make sure to give it a like. It really supports my channel and lets me know the type of videos that you guys want to see from me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and that little bell notification to make sure you get notified each time I upload a video. All right, guys, that is my little spiel for today. We'll see you next time. Bye.